the end of every unit, your teacher has a chance. Teach a lesson about other lessons and their content to enhance. Do you suppose our teacher has us do? He skips the lesson and makes us present a digital LEQ. Elocution needs historical evidence, reasoning that can corroborate in advance, complex theses that Dr. John P. Irish would admire. Then we drop this screencast like a single that is fire. Student-created screencast for you to like, subscribe, and share. We know you've all had the John Green and Steve Heimler you can bear. We have the most views by 10 p.m. Eastern on the 5th day. We earn 500 bonus points, which virtually guarantees an A, without much more fanfare or ado. We present our digital LEQ.
Hey guys, this video will be about the effects of transoceanic trade outside of Europe, by James Dawkins, Mariela Rosales, and myself, Amanda Vielman. Between 1450 and 1750, connecting the eastern and western hemispheres was made possible through transoceanic voyages which transformed trade. These transoceanic voyages had significant impacts on the world. However, transoceanic trade resulted in many effects such as trade monopolies, religious intrusions, and forced labor, which all had profound and differing effects on the people, cultures, and economies of Asia, Africa, and the Americas. Hello, my name is Amanda Vielman. I am in Mr. Whelan's 4A AP Modern World History class. This is the effects of transoceanic trade outside of Europe. Big idea number 1. How did the introduction of new crops and goods as a result of transoceanic trade contribute to major changes in the cultures of non-European countries? You may pause the video to think about this question and come up with answers. Transoceanic trade fostered the exchange of goods, crops, and animals between any countries and peoples as shown by the map here. This global exchange introduced new crops, animals, and goods into places where such things were not native. This altered the environments of different places. In addition to this, new crops provided new types of foods and cultural dishes, which contributed to the cultures of many countries. In contrast to this positive effect, the introduction of new crops and goods had some negative effects. In Japan, the introduction of new goods brought by Portuguese merchants and also brought along Christian missionaries. These missionaries were viewed as a threat to traditional ways of Japan, leading to Tokugawa shogunate shutting down the country from outsiders.
Hello, my name is James Dawkins, and I'm in Mr. Whalen's 4A AP Modern World History class. Described in Big Idea number 2, in what ways did the economics of transoceanic trade result in the negative effects for the countries subjected to it? I'll give you a few seconds to pause and think about it. Okay then, since transoceanic voyages connected the eastern and western hemispheres, a global market was created. This led to many impacts on the countries who traded, especially economically. Transoceanic trade generally made European countries richer, since most European countries sold manufactured goods only made in Europe and formed trade monopolies. In contrast to this positive effect, transoceanic trade had many negative effects as well. For example, the Dutch East India Company saw rare commodities in the Banda Islands to usurp their competition, the Portuguese. As a result of this competition, they ended up wiping out the majority of the native Bandanese. In Africa, transoceanic trade focused trades on the coast of Africa. As a result, the interior states of Africa suffered from lack of economic stimulation and became poor.
Hello, my name is Mariela Rosales. I'm in Mr. Whalen's 4A AP World class. Big idea number 3. How did transoceanic trade play a role in promoting slavery? You may pause this video to think about answers to the question. Let's begin. While transoceanic trade made many European countries rich, it also created a want for more manufactured goods. To make these goods, many European countries created colonies in the Americas, where they had plantations to produce materials to create goods. These plantations created a need for a workforce. As a result, transoceanic trade not only traded manufactured goods, but also slaves. The transatlantic slave trade brought thousands of African American slaves to the Americas. Many slaves suffered and died due to poor conditions on the slave ships. Olada Iquiano, a former slave, provides first-hand account from his own experiences as shown in this slide.
To conclude this video, you will be reviewing the big ideas to see if you came up with any new answers based on the examples and information that we gave you. 1. How did the introduction of new crops and goods as a result of transoceanic trade contribute to major changes in the cultures of non-European countries? 2. In what ways did the economics of transoceanic trade result in negative effects for the countries subjected to it? And 3. How did transoceanic trade play a role in promoting slavery? If you're curious about where we got our information from and are interested in learning more and finding more answers, please check out our sources. Please like, share, subscribe, and feel free to check out the other videos on this channel.
At the end of every unit, your teacher has a chance to teach a lesson about other lessons and a content to enhance. Do you suppose our teacher has us do? He skips the lesson and makes us present a digital LEQ.